Hey guys, I've got another Vanguard video. So this is the new Bastion deck. This is Sword of the Nation Bastion Accord. So yeah, it kind of took a while for Bastion to get a new grade 3, but he finally did. And yeah, it's pretty good. Bastion is actually one of the best decks in the format right now, so that's pretty good. And kind of ironic, as when Overdress started, he was also one of the best as well. So kind of funny how by the end it all comes full circle. Of course, to start things off, we're going to go with Bastion's usual starter. Knight of Heavenly Bow base. Of course, as the usual Overdress starter. I'm not going to go over the effect as they're all the same. We've got the grade 1 for Bastion, Knight of Heavenly Sword Fort. When this is rode upon by Knight of Heavenly Spear Rook, you reveal 2 grade 3s in your hand, reveal the top card of your deck, and then you call it to a rearguard circle if it is a unit card. If it is not, you put it in the drop zone. So nice and simple, and I won't go over the rearguard effect, as we will never be using that. And then, of course, Heavenly Spear Rook. When this unit is rode upon by Apex Ruler Bastion, reveal 3 grade 3s from your hand, and then draw a card. And then again, its rearguard effect, we will never use it. And of course, the new grade 3 for the deck. Sword of the Nation, Bastion Accord. Now, considering Rook specifically needs the original Bastion, you're probably thinking, I won't get its effect off. That is, except for Bastion's first effect. This unit is regarded as Apex Ruler Bastion, so no problem. And then its other effect is, all of your grade 3 or greater front row rearguards cannot be chosen by your opponent's card effects. So, yeah, kind of, it's kind of there to mess up Gandiva, funnily enough. It can. And then, of course, they also get 5,000 power. This is active during your opponent's turn too. Because, again, we gotta mess over Gandiva. Not Greedon. Greedon doesn't care. And then its other effect is, at the end of the battle this unit attacked, choose one of your grade 3 or less rearguards. You stand it. And if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, it gets this effect. When this unit attacks, Counterblast 1, discard a card with Bastion in its card name from hand. Until the end of that battle, this unit performs drive checks until the end of turn. So pretty good. It's unfortunately not like Bastion Prime where it restands everything. But hey, what are you going to do? Speaking of Bastion Prime, we got 2 copies of Bastion Prime. This is, of course, the grade 4 of the deck. Now, it's no longer the boss unit, however, it still has a place, as you can discard it for Bastion Accord's effects, and if you have to, you can ride into him as well. So yeah, of course, its effects are, during your turn, all of your front row units get plus 2,000 power, and also, at the end of the battle that your drive check revealed a grade 3 or greater card. Put a card with Bastion in its card name from your hand or soul into the drop, stand all of your grade 3 rearguards, and they get plus 10,000 power until the end of turn. Very nice. Of course, we got 3 more copies of the new Bastion Accord. 4 copies of the original Apex Ruler Bastion. Now, we're almost never going to go into this thing, so I'm not going to go over its effects. It is merely here for being discarded with Bastion Accord's effect. So yeah, 4 copies of discard fodder for Bastion Accord. Grand Heavenly Sword Alden, who, funnily enough, is getting his own deck in Set 13. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyway, his effects are, when this unit is placed on rearguard circle, Counterblast 2, Soul Blast 1, choose a card from your hand and call it to a rearguard circle. If you called a grade 3, you draw 2 cards. And its other effect is, when this unit attacks, if you have 3 or more grade 3 units, this gets an extra 5,000 power until the end of that turn. Until the end of this turn. Yeah, very nice. He's been here since the beginning for Bastion from set 1, and he'll probably never leave. And Bastion's other new best friend. This is Grandeur Edge Dragon. It has a in-hand effect as its first effect. When a grade 3 card would be revealed from your hand for the cost of your card's ability, this card may be regarded as 2 cards. So, for example, to reveal for Fort's effect, you only have to reveal Grandeur Edge Dragon. And for Rooks, you only have to reveal Grandeur Edge Dragon and another grade 3. Very nice. And then it has a Rearguard and Guardian Circle effect. If you have a Vanguard with Bastion in its card name, this unit gets an extra 10,000 power and 10,000 shield. Very nice. We got 3 copies of Heavenly Arrow of Sure Hit Sparar. This has a front row rearguard effect, which we probably won't be using all that often. When this unit is stood by your Vanguard's ability, you can Soul Blast 2 to draw a card. However, its more used effect is back row rearguard circle. During your turn, all of your other rearguards in the same column as this unit get an extra 5,000 power. Very nice, as it can power up your grade 3s even more. Knight of War Damage for Sato. It's kind of nice that he's come back in the deck. However, that is only temporarily, as we do not have a certain card for Bastion in English yet. So he's here for now. Anyway, Fasato's effects are this unit cannot be chosen by your opponent's card effects. And also, when this unit attack hits, you countercharge 1 and soul charge 1. Very nice, as in this version of Bastion, we do counterblast a whole lot more now. And the extra soul charge also doesn't hurt. As the final actual unit card in the deck we've got, again, coming back from set 1, Darkstrain Dragon. Its effects, of course, are if you have 3 or more grade 3 units, you Soul Blast 2, all of your grade 3 units get boost until the end of turn. Very nice. For longest time, I've been using the set order that gives all grade 3s boost. However, I've got a new order in the deck to replace that. Of course, this being Form Up, O Chosen Knights, this one is from set 3. You play this with Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1. Perform all of the effects below according to the number of grade 3 units. If you have 2 or more, choose one of your units and it gets 5,000 power until the end of turn. 3 or more, you draw a card. 4 or more, choose one of your Vanguards and it gets drive +1 until the end of turn. So if you have 4 or more, you can activate all the effects. Very nice, and it essentially gives your Bastion Accord triple drive to put it back onto the same kind of level as Bastion Prime. Of course, we've got 4 of the Keter Sanctuary PGs. I'm not going to be using Elementaris Sanctitude in this deck, as there is a chance we can be in Bastion Prime, and that would essentially negate that whole order's effects. So I'm not going to use that. 3 of the non-effect crits. 4 of the effect crits. 4 of the non-effect heals. And of course, to wrap it up, or not quite yet, 4 of the effect draws, and then of course the final card being the Keter Sanctuary Over Trigger, which we haven't seen in a while in the channel, so I'll go over it. It's of course an over trigger, so you can give a unit, or one unit, 100 million power until the end of their turn, and then its additional effect for Keter Sanctuary until the end of the turn. You also perform drive checks for the battles of your rear guards. So very nice. Essentially, automatically using Bastion Accord's effect. So pretty cool. And that is it for Bastion Accord. I hope you enjoyed this video as well. As I said, yeah, Bastion is actually one of the best decks to come out of this, of course, with Orphist, who we will hopefully see next. As long as my orders are all perfectly fine. But of course, with how things are going on, Who knows? I hope you enjoyed this video.